Hi, everybody. So I'm sitting here getting a few things ready. I've got a few trial packs that I'm arranging. So this is what's in a trial pack. You get either 5 of these, like that, 5 of these or 10 of these. These are exogenous ketones, and they go into this pack. And I send them off to you, or if you want the full trial of 10 days with 20 sachets, then you get one of these. So somebody asked a very brilliant question yesterday on the Ketone Cafe, and that is, if I'm already on the ketogenic diet, do I need to have exogenous ketones? And I think that is an amazing question. Well, the answer is basically, biologically, well, if you're on the ketone diet, a ketogenic diet, then that means you're in ketosis and you're producing ketones by your liver. And, so why would you need exogenous ketones? You got ketones, right? And you're going to get all the benefits of ketones. So let's tighten that question up a little bit. It's not as simple as, if I'm producing my own ketones in my liver, do I need to supplement it with exogenous ketones? That's a simple question. But the more difficult question is this. Are you really producing ketones in your body? Okay, so that means to produce ketones in the body, you have to be in ketosis. To be in ketosis, you have to be on a ketogenic diet that's very strict to the point where your liver starts producing its own ketones. Now, that's a very difficult situation to sustain. It's not easy being on a ketogenic diet for a long term. First of all, before your body transforms into a ketone generating state, that sometimes takes days, weeks, and even months for some people. It takes a long time. It takes a lot of discipline. There are also different. Being on a ketogenic diet is not as simple as just being on a ketogenic diet. There's, strict keto, there's dirty keto, there's flexible keto, there's all sorts of ketogenic diets. And they don't all produce ketosis. And if they're not all producing ketosis, then they're certainly not all producing ketones in the blood. Not only that, everybody's body's different. And so you might take your certain amount of time, days, weeks, months, to start producing ketones. And then you might go through a transformational stage, which means you go through what's called keto flu. It's not real flu, but you get flu-like symptoms. You might get pains in your body. You might get headaches. You might get digestive problems. There's all that to go through. And then you might be now in ketosis, in a ketogenic state, and you're off and running until you happen to have a few carbs more than the 20 grams of carbs a day. And in that state, you will be now kicked out of ketosis. And basically, like snakes and ladders, you're going to go right back to the beginning and start all over again. Now that, unfortunately, is for most people is not sustainable. And even if you're really getting into it and you do it, the chances are you're not going to be able to do it for more than 6 months a year without really going back and forward. You might be in a small minority that really manages to keep this going. But the large majority find it extremely difficult. And so let's look at the other side. Let's look at what happens when you're drinking ketones after you mix this up in a liter of water or so. Well, after 45 minutes, or certainly under an hour, you're going to be in a state where you have ketones in your blood at a level of ketosis. And that is scientifically proven. You can even take your own blood test and see that you have ketones in your blood. The ketones in this Prove It product are bioidentical to the ketones that your liver produces. Okay, so it's the only product in the world that has bioidentical ketones. There are different types of ketones, and other commercial products do not have 100% bioidentical ketones in the packet. So that means under an hour, you're going to have ketones in your blood. Now, the way I look at it is that this is not the supplement. The supplement is actually the diet. Okay, so whereas the diet, sometimes you're on it, sometimes you're off it, sometimes you've got a little bit more carbs, sometimes you've got less carbs, sometimes you go to a wedding or a birthday party, or just with people, and you've just taken a little bit too much more carbs. You're out in the park, you had an ice cream, boom, you're out of ketosis. If this is your staple on a daily basis, and I take 2 of these a day, so I'm in ketosis most of the day anyway, before I even put anything in my mouth. I tend to intermittent fast, so I have 1 meal a day, I have 2 packets of these a day, and I'm in ketosis round the clock. And I have all the benefits of ketosis. But because my diet, the food that I put in my mouth, is very close to keto diet, but I don't weigh anything, I don't count carbs, I don't do anything, right? So that is supplementing this. This keeps me in ketosis constantly. I don't get kicked out. And when I get kicked out, I take one of these, and an hour I'm back in again. So there's no getting kicked out. My diet supplements that, which means that I am not only taking this amount of ketones, but I'm producing my own natural ketones. And that keeps me at a steady level ketosis. And so therefore I get the benefits of good sleep, I get the benefits of good focus, I get the benefits of good concentration, I get the benefits of amazing digestion. Okay, so I've only been taking this for 15 weeks now. And in 15 weeks, I've totally got rid of my indigestion, my reflux. Okay, so I'm not making medical claims on this, but the ketones and the ketogenic state that I'm in puts my body at optimum working. So I'm not getting any reflux. I'm getting all the betters, so the better sleep, better concentration, better focus, better body function, better energy, right? And I'm cleansing my body at the same time. I'm also optimizing my body and my brain. So my digestive system is being optimized. My whole endocrine system is being optimized. I'm not using my carbohydrate, glucose, insulin system as much. So that's stabling out. I'm not getting these spikes. So therefore, I'm not getting insulin spikes. And therefore, all that affects the brain as well as the body. So I'm not getting that. That's leveling out. So I'm getting all these benefits. And so the way I look at it, the question is great, but the question is not accurate and precise enough. So the question is, if I take these, do I need a ketogenic diet? And the answer is definitely no. You do not need to be on a ketogenic diet if you're taking these, but you will still have ketones in your blood, no matter what diet. So therefore, you will get the benefits of ketones in the blood, whatever diet you're on. Okay? The tendency is that when you've got ketones in your blood, because your brain and body prefer ketones to glucose molecules, that you will kind of be turned off carbohydrates. So you most likely will lower that anyway. Your appetite will be suppressed. So there's more likely that you'll eat less carbohydrates anyway. And so therefore, that's what will bring the weight loss if you want fat loss. And that's what will, tone down that carbohydrate insulin system? So I thought that was an amazing question. So thank you very much for that question. That's every week, Wednesday, 6 p.m. UK time. We do the Ketone Cafe when people come on and they share their experiences and they ask questions, and it's just a fun time of getting through this together. It doesn't matter if you're totally 100% healthy. This is a prevention method as well as optimizing your body. We want to keep our body in the best way possible. Look, we live in difficult times. We live in pandemic times. The world has changed. We need to understand this. And the world has been, from a health point of view, in deterioration for the last 30, 40 years. So I'm not talking about modern acute medicine, because that's, fantastic, but I'm talking about the actual medical state of human beings. Obesity is a pandemic. Chronic autoimmune disease is a pandemic, which includes diabetes, which includes, arthritis, inflammation in the body, digestive tract problems. These are all pandemics. These are all big, big diseases that are causing death as well as disablement in a lot of people. So if we want to start getting our health and body into our mind and body into a health and wellness place, then we need to be active. We need to sleep well, which is something that I definitely need to work on. And we need to have good fuel in our body. And that means what we stick in our mouths. Okay, so that's my rambling on for the day. If anybody, I'm going to be sending them out on Monday. So if anybody is interested in a trial pack of 5 or 10, or want to go for the full box, then I'm available today and tomorrow up till 5 o'clock in the evening. And you're welcome to contact me either by the comments or Messenger or WhatsApp, or any way you want to contact me, and we'll get it together. All right. Have a great day.